It's Brian back here with another Kaspa update. I hope the audio problem is fixed. If you could let me know in the comments, I would appreciate that very much. If not, then I'm gonna have to work on it some more here. But I wanted to get a video out here today. You could see a pretty decent pullback in Kaspa here, so I just want to get a video out so everybody knows. But first off, we're gonna take a quick look at Bitcoin here. This is on the weekly chart. We're on right now. This thing could be pulling. See, it broke the support. I'm gonna point this out here because it broke the support right here. Okay, this is on the weekly. So 29.3, 29.227, right around there. It ended up dipping down below that. Now I don't know if we zoom in here. Let's zoom in on the hourly because right now it's doing a back test of that now. I don't know if it's going to come back up here and regain that, or if it's going to roll over. All right, so if we actually, give me 1 second here, could pull this down probably a hair here. Let's get back out on that weekly. It looks like it's up there. You can see what I'm talking about, this support right here, that weekly support. So let's zoom back in on the hourly. If this thing comes up here and gets rejected, it could be coming down to 28,000 bucks. All right, so keep an eye on that. If it comes up here, gets rejected here and starts rolling over, then if we zoom back out here, it's probably coming for a back test of this support zone. Whoops, sorry about that. This support zone right down through here, 28,000 bucks. Then we might get a bounce from there. More than likely, we'll bounce from there. The RSI's, the weekly, starting to roll over a little bit. It's still bullish. The daily, of course, right down at the bottom, it is still bullish. So this thing could just take right back off here. 12 hours rolling over. It's not that far up though. If you look down here, it's only at a 35 down here in the regular RSI. So it's still really low. The 8 hour is down at a 32 down here. So this could be a fake out to the downside. The 4 hours reset. So I'll be keeping an eye on this thing real tightly here. Once we get back up, first off, we got to regain that 29 160 area. We have to regain that as support. And then this trend line, you can see this, it's been resistance for a while here. Let me open this up a little bit. That was the resistance we broke yesterday right there and poked our head up above it. Back here we broke it. Here we broke it. And all these ended up being fake outs. So we'll see if we can regain that. Then this thing's probably going to come up ripping up the other side here. So I don't expect a real big pullback from Bitcoin. Nothing major. The most down to $28,000. All right, we went to 28,872 right here today. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. Bitcoin dominance. You can see that thing, it made a bump up here, and looks like it obviously has a. We're going to put a line across this because it has resistance right there. We can see that. All right, let's get that Fibonacci off there so it cleans that screen up. There we go. That 4 hours about reset on that thing. The only thing we're worried about is these bigger. The daily, the weekly is still coming down on this. So Bitcoin dominance, it's probably going to chill out here for a while. We looked at Bitcoin. The big markets today, the Dow Jones up 183 more points. That thing's been doing great. You can see ever since that breakout. Look at that breakout of that wedge. That thing has just been doing beautiful. Has a target way up here, so that's good for the crypto market, obviously. The DXY gaining a little bit, excuse me, gaining a little bit more ground. It's up to 101.3. Let's get in here on the daily chart. Yeah, it's still it's getting about 3/4 of the way up here on that daily. So we'll be watching that blue line up at 102. Watching for probably a rejection there and a rollover. Okay, that weekly still coming down, but look at it, wants to curve back up. So if this thing gets up here and gets rejected, that weekly will turn back down. Not expecting it to dip a whole lot more than what we got. So as long as it could just go sideways here, that would be great. Kaspa, as far as, let's go over here real quick, the crypto bubbles. Wait till this, there it goes, it reloads. Obviously having some corrections out there. The video I did yesterday, I said to be expecting a pullback in Kaspa. We're going to go over the percentages here in a second. The Twitter out there, they put one tweet out today. Join us for an AMA session as he hosts Change Now. Discover the impact of their integration on the Kaspa ecosystem and the advantages for merchants and more. July 27th at 2200 UTC. All right, so yeah, keep your eyes open for that. An AMA session. You can just click on here and go right to it. So, all right, let's get to this Kaspa chart, guys. I want to show you this because we were expecting a pullback. If you remember yesterday's video, I said be expecting one. Okay, no big deal. It's the fourth wave correction here coming in. Let's go into the daily chart here. All right, you can see that 1, 2, 3, this fourth wave pullback. I'm expecting this thing to come down to that 0.030984. That would be the 618. All right, if we put that Fibonacci on here, right up to there. Okay, that's going to be our 618 down here. So don't be surprised if it pulls down there, 0.03107, somewhere right around there, right around 3107, right around that area. That's the 618. Okay, so be expecting that. It's pretty decent pullback from where we're at now. You know, when we measured this yesterday, it was about a 20% pullback. You know, expect about another 16% down here. You know, don't be surprised. All right, that's where I expect us to get our bounce and then take a shot at this all-time high. So I'm gonna get my. Let me see here. I apologize, guys. Wasn't gonna put a video out today, but I know this pullback's coming. So, you know, 1, 2. More than likely, you know, nobody's right all the time. That's for sure. But the 618 it's just a real familiar area for a pullback. All right, and then be expecting a shot at this. You know. The way the fib's coming out, this trend-based fib, it's showing it just short, but if we get some buyers stepping in to kick it up over the top, that would be huge. All right, let's get this. We want this right. Boom. You know, jeez, it's just showing us, you know, right up there, man. It's going to be close. All right, and like I've said, if we get that double top up there, let's get rid of this line here because of that no matter long. That doesn't matter anymore. What matters is that all-time high up at 0.044500. We want to take that out. Even if we do get rejected this first time, all right? We come back, we get up here, and we get rejected, or we just fall short. All right? Worst case scenario, we come down, consolidate for a bit, and then give it another shot. All right? No big deal. A double top I showed you yesterday on gold. You know, gold has done a triple top, and it's still heading... it's still giving it another shot here. Look at this thing. Whoops, sorry about that. I forget to hit that right button. You know, 1, 2, 3 tops, and this thing got rejected hard the second time. This third shot, you know, it only pulled back to here. So looks like it's giving another shot here. This could be an ABC coming in too, depending. Gonna have to keep an eye on that Fibonacci up through here. Watch for a 702 retracement on gold here. Yeah, this could be just an ABC. You know, I don't follow gold a whole lot, but just to see that 702 come in there, that would start worrying me. What's the weeklies coming up? The dailies correcting. There you go. Probably gonna pull back here. You know, if I was a betting man, you know, I'd be expecting a pullback in this thing down. Let's see, roughly 1834. We'll check back on that in a couple days and see if it's heading down there. That's not exactly perfect. I don't got that fib on there perfect, but right around that area. All right, we'll watch and see if that's what comes out. All right, so all right, guys. But I just wanted to get a video out there to so nobody's in shock and awe here. If we get that pullback, you know, nothing's guaranteed, but it looks like a pullback to the 618's coming. So be ready for it. I'll be watching this 618, you know, on my next seat. You know, I like longing and shorting a lot, and I have my wallet I do nothing with, but I also like longing and shorting. If you're interested in that, there's a link to MEXC in the description of the video. One way you could just help the channel, just watch the commercials. That would help a lot. Anything like that. I'm just a little guy, so any help would be greatly appreciated. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. If you don't hear from me tomorrow, I'll be back the day after. Everybody have a great night.